everyone, my name is Shirley Mascarenas and I welcome you all to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about something a little different that I've not spoken about yet. I was a little skeptical to take this up, but let's see how it goes. It's a combination of something that I'm going through right now, a little bit of my opinion, something I'm learning along the way, and a little bit of personal experience as well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about online dating. So I recently joined Bumble. To be precise, I joined Bumble on 25th December, so it's literally been like a few days only. And like the perception that you have of dating apps or whatever, and it's like when I joined the app, I was like, okay, let's just see how it goes, and let's explore, and let's probably I'll find people to talk to, learn more, and all of that. And honestly, when I joined the app, my first impression was that I was tired after, like, it's kind of addictive, the swiping. So when I joined the app, I made my profile, all of that, and then I started swiping. And after a while, I just felt like, okay, I'm really feeling exhausted, I feel tired, I'm looking at the screen too much, and I feel really heavy after using this app. And I did not like that feeling, honestly. Like, after I spent time on the app, when I got out of it, I just did not like that feeling. And okay, all of this was happening, I was feeling all of this, and then after that I watched this movie, Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. So for those of you who have not watched it, you all can check it out. It's on Netflix. A little bit about the movie. It's basically about our life online and how we've created a digital world for ourselves from which we seek validation, and we are lost in that world, and that's what the title says, Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. And it's a reminder to come back to the real world, to reality, and be with one another in person. So that movie also points out, dating apps and Tinder and all of that. And so it got me to thinking and feeling like, what can we really do about this? I mean, see, we live in a digital world, okay? There's no denying that dating apps are here, social media is here a long time back. Dating apps are also, it has been quite some time now, and it's only going to grow, it's only going to be a larger part of our life. But how do we really draw that boundary? And because to a point, digital life, it sometimes suffocates us. Sometimes it makes us feel insecure, it makes us feel small, we feel tired when we spend time on, whether it's a dating app or whether it's Instagram or whether it's even watching a movie. Sometimes when I watch a movie also, I feel so tired when there's a lot of screen time. So all of this, like this technology and devices, and this really as I said, makes me feel heavy after a certain point of time. So it got me to thinking about how can we navigate all of this while making the most of it. Because see, I'm not here to badmouth dating apps or social media or anything. It's a huge part of our lives, right? I am on a dating app. I'm saying it right now, and I know so many people who are, and social media, I work in advertising, so social media is a huge part of my life, again, through my job and otherwise also. And it's a blessing also, because because of technology, we can talk to anyone, anywhere. We can reconnect, we can get to know what's happening in people's life. Like today, when I know that I'm not in touch with some people, but at least because of Instagram, I know that, okay, this person, this person is going through something like this, and it's a blessing. So really, social media or even dating apps, I also know a lot of people who have met really good people on dating apps, people who I know who are married right now. And so I know that, dating apps also open a lot of doors to meeting a lot of wonderful people, which would probably not be possible otherwise, right? How would we meet someone? So dating app does help that also happen. Another important aspect is spirituality. So for those of you who know me and don't know me, I'm saying it right now, that it has been a while now that I've been trying to follow spirituality in a way that you try to practice mindfulness, bring in more presence into your life, and reading, following more of spiritual content online and all of that. I especially follow Eckhart Tolle. I've read his books. I'm also reading one right now. So all of that, and because honestly spirituality is something that has helped me be sane. It helps me learn every day, find joy within myself, and be in touch with reality and myself. So the movie, spirituality, and so many things, it just makes you wonder what can you really do about this. So I tried, and this is what this video is about, like merging consciousness, that is spirituality or reality, and being sane with the online world, and how can you probably find that balance and make the most of it in that sense. So simple things that I try doing and that I do currently. So one of them is that firstly, regulating your time on the application. So on the dating apps, say for example, the moment I started using Bumble, I realized that firstly it's addictive, so you tend to initially spend a lot more time than you would. So I started spending time on it. I started feeling like fatigue, and then eventually 2 days later I realized, okay, I need to log out of this application, and that's what I did. So I log out of the application because that helps me regulate my time better, whether it's Bumble or whether it's Instagram. I also do the same with Instagram actually. There are also studies that say that, so basically it's about how accessible something is to you. So whether it's Instagram, and whether you're checking Instagram constantly to see what's happening in other people's lives, or how many likes you've got, how many comments you've got, and all of that, it's natural to do all of that. But what happens is this tends to give us an instant gratification, and the more accessible it is, the more we are like, okay, let me go and just check what's happening on Instagram or on Facebook and all of that, or on Bumble. You may just want to swipe, right? So it's about making it less accessible. So that's when I decided that I'm going to log out of this application. So that was the first step. So most of the time, like, I stay logged out of the application, and I just set time slots for myself. Not really that I have like a fixed time, but it's like I just told myself that I'm going to spend like maybe 5 to 10 minutes at night on this application, or maybe 5 to 10 minutes during the day whenever I have free time. Now, of course, if you're talking to someone on the application, chatting with someone, that it's different. You may spend more time, but especially when it comes to swiping or giving it that sort of time, that it's better to regulate it and keep it to maybe like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever works for you, and follow that sincerely. So that is one thing that I do. The second thing is, I just felt that how about bringing consciousness into this, while I do this, while I use the app, why don't I be present with it? So what do I mean by that? So presence always basically teaches us to be present with anything that you're doing, any task at hand or whatever it may be. You give it your full focus, you give it your full attention. And what happens with dating apps is, because it's so easy to accept or reject, it's just a swipe, right? It's so easy. So we sometimes end up just mindlessly swiping, and I mean, that's not what it is about, right? I mean, behind the screen there are people. We are all people. I am a person, someone else is someone's profile who I'm looking at, whether I'm looking at their picture, reading about them. It's for me to give attention to that, to read it and to look at it, and then of course then I make my decision whether I want to go right or left. But it's about giving it that attention and not just mindlessly swiping and feeling exhausted after that, like, oh my god. So I decided to just slow down, basically, is what I'm saying. That I decided to just, if I open the application, I'm looking at someone, I look at their picture, read the name, read their interest, bio, whatever they've put out there, and then decide, and then make your decision. So you take a while to do that, take a beat. Don't just like rush into it like it's a chore that you're doing and you just want to get done with it and then get irritated by the end of it. I still sometimes I feel irritated. It's probably just the nature of how these apps are, but still, it's still a lot better. Also, another thing that I try to do is just taking a deep breath. So your breath actually is, your body is a great portal that helps you come back to reality that's why we talk about meditation and focusing on your breath and all of that. So while I use the app, I also sometimes, while say it has been like 2 minutes, okay, or a minute, and then I decided, okay, I spent a minute, and then I just look around and I just take a deep breath. I look into the space, okay, and I just take a deep breath, and then I look back at the screen and I continue doing what I am doing. Or sometimes while I'm using the app and while I'm doing what I'm doing also, I just breathe. I breathe more deeply and more consciously, and it's not just then like I'm mindlessly just doing something. Yeah, that's about it. These are the two things that I try, and so far the journey has been fun in a way. Of course, you do get to meet a lot of, or not meet, maybe like talk to a lot of people. It's up to you whether you want to meet or no. But I think it's a fun place to be that way. It's, as I said earlier, whether it's dating apps, social media, any sort of networking platform online, right? Even like for working professionals, LinkedIn, everything is such a blessing actually for us, that today it's so easy for us to sort of connect with people across the globe. And yeah, we should just embrace all of it, because it is here to stay and it's only going to grow. But again, this makes us lose touch of what actually is happening around us, and we get so lost into the phone and create a world around it, and then that becomes our life. That is a part of our life. Okay, I'm not denying that it's not a part of our life. It is, but it is just a part of our life. So again, it's about drawing that boundary, being in touch with reality while you continue using all these apps and doing whatever you have to do. So that's about this video, guys. I just wanted to share my experience with you all. And if there's something that you all have to say about dating apps, social media, technology, AI, or anything that you want to comment on, or whether it's the movie or spirituality, I would love to hear from you all. Please leave all your comments below, and also do tell me whether you like this video, and if there's something else that you all would like to hear and see, something on these lines or something different, please let me know about that as well. And I will see you guys again in the next video.